how are you? So I'm a little annoyed. I've tried filming several times today. I think we're on try number 7 at this point. I've tried several different videos, all of which I've hated and deleted the footage of, and been very frustrated and had to wipe all my makeup off, and I'm just super fucking annoyed. And I strapped my cap to my Starbucks. Okay. And I also haven't uploaded in like a week because I'm just the worst YouTuber ever, and I have like an actual like real job like outside of YouTube, and I worked crazy fucking hours the past like week, so I'm super tired, cranky, irritable, and I just want to film a video and upload it to the world because I haven't done that in a week, and this is like my other job, like, you know, like I have to do it. I wish this was wine. So yeah, I'm just a little moody because I've, you know, filmed several videos, kept getting interrupted, kept hating the footage. My hair was cute at one point, now it's just chilling on top of my head and it looks like complete caca, and I just don't care anymore. So I've decided that since I'm already in a bad mood, I'm just going to film a very happy video talking about things I love, because I just need some positivity in my life right now. And so I'm going to talk about the top 10 must-have products from the drugstore. I have like just random things. Like I was gonna do like one product from each category, like the best primer, the best foundation, the best concealer, and then I realized I don't have like I don't have a good primer from the drugstore. I don't have like a really good concealer from the drugstore that's like my holy grail I repurchase all the time. And I also have like 3 foundations I couldn't choose between. I'm gonna talk about like my top 10 products. I'm gonna try to go in order of like the way most people do their makeup, I guess. Some categories I don't have a product for, some categories I have multiple products for. These are just like 10 certain items I just can't live without from the drugstore, and I repurchase time and time again, or I use every single day. And like, we're just gonna have a happy video, okay? Because I just really need that today. Let's get started on the positivity train. First things first, foundation. So I have 3 different foundations I want to talk about. These are my 3 like staple foundations. I have repurchased some of them like many different times, and they all 3 have like a different purpose. They aren't like all 3 like full coverage or all 3 like medium coverage foundations. Like they all 3 have a different purpose and a different occasion to wear them. I honestly use drugstore foundation way more than I use high-end foundation because, for one, I hate repurchasing high-end foundation. Like when I find a high-end foundation that I love, I almost never repurchase it because I just can't get myself to buy it for like a second time and like continuously buy it over and over again. The drugstore, it's way more affordable, so I don't mind buying like 3 different bottles of the CoverGirl foundation because it's only like $10 versus buying 1 bottle of like the Too Faced Borderlands foundation, which I love, but like I could buy 3 of these, you know? So I don't know. I personally like to repurchase drugstore foundation way more than high-end ones. Really, I like to repurchase drugstore anything more than high-end because everything's way more expensive for high-end. Anywho, thanks for pointing out the obvious, Allie. First foundation. I have the CoverGirl Vita's Healthy Elixir Foundation. I wear the lightest shade they sell, which is still actually a little too dark for me. It's the foundation I currently have on right now. This is seriously the one I use every single day. Like, it's my perfect every single day foundation. Like, it's like the perfect like medium coverage foundation. It's not too matte, not too dewy. It's just healthy looking on the skin. It's literally gorgeous. It hides all my imperfections without making me look too cakey, and it's literally just the best foundation. I've seriously probably purchased this at least 6 times in the past year, which is just crazy. That means like literally every month and a half I repurchase a new bottle of this foundation. I absolutely love it. Like, you can just tell in the back of my hand, like, that's a good looking foundation. Like, okay, and it's only like legit $10. It's just, oh, I don't know what they put in this foundation. I don't know like what kind of magic voodoo it is, but it literally looks so beautiful on my skin. I know so many people that love this foundation because it's literally just, it's perfect. And also, a side note, CoverGirl is now cruelty-free, which is like amazing. They're one of the biggest like cruelty-free brands now. I just think it's awesome. I think animal testing is fucking stupid, and there's no reason we should be, testing on animals in the first place. So it's awesome to see that CoverGirl took that step forward and became cruelty-free. I hope a lot of other big drugstore brands do that as well, because I feel like at the drugstore there are so many brands that like just test on animals, and so it's a lot harder for someone that's cruelty-free to find like things that they can wear and use, you know? But yeah. So huge shout out to CoverGirl for going cruelty-free, and their foundation's bomb. I recommend it. Okay, next up we have foundation that I also wear like a lot of the time, not every single day, but you know, probably like once a week. This is definitely more of like a no makeup kind of foundation. Like it's gonna cover you up and like maybe even out your complexion, but it's not gonna give you a ton of coverage, and it's more of like really dewy, kind of like not super dewy, but it's more dewy than the CoverGirl one. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I have the shade LN3. And it comes with like a little doe foot applicator like this, which I don't love. But again, since it is like a quick everyday no makeup kind of foundation, I actually do like that it has a doe foot because you can just quickly like draw on your face, blend it out, and go. So I don't mind the doe foot because of the formula, like it kind of goes hand in hand, they work well together. But if it was like a full coverage foundation and on a doe foot, I'd be a little more like picky about that. But look at my little, what's going on here? I don't think even Jesus knows. Anyhow. Yeah, this is definitely just a good no makeup kind of foundation. If you're someone that likes like super light, like BB cream kind of foundations, I'd recommend this one. This one's a little more pricier than the CoverGirl one. I believe this one's around like $15-ish, give or take. I'm not 100% certain, so don't quote me, but it's around $15. So it's a little more expensive and you don't get as much coverage, and it's more just like a no makeup kind of foundation. I just think it's a really good foundation just to kind of give you an overall even complexion. The third foundation I have here that I just can't live without from the drugstore foundations, like in my top 10 drugstore products. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. It's exactly what it says it is. It is a full coverage foundation. Like this is going to give you so much coverage. Like it's just, your skin is going to be like face tuned when you're done with this. It's a much thicker consistency than the CoverGirl foundation, which I don't mind because it is a more full coverage foundation, so I expect it to be a little more thicker. But it's still not cakey, and it kind of just smooths my skin out and gives me like a beautiful even like full coverage base. I really love the foundation. I don't find it to be too cakey on me. I find it lasts really well throughout the day. Like I will wear that foundation for like a 16-hour shift and it looks beautiful still when I leave for work when I leave work that day. I do have the shade 120 Classic Ivory in it. This is actually too dark for me right now though. I need to get a lighter shade. But yeah, if you've seen me use it on my channel before, that's the shade I've been using. But I need a lighter shade. While we're talking about like cream stuff, I guess I'll just talk about some cream contour that I love from the drugstore. These are the Wet n Wild cream contour sticks. These look absolutely disgusting and the packaging is all busted because I've had them for I think over a year now, maybe even 2 years at this point, and I literally use them so much. Like look at this one. Like there's like no product left. Like I have to go buy a new one of this. This is the shade Oaks on You. I use this shade to kind of give me like a cream bronze type of vibe, and then I will go in with the shade Where's Walnut and kind of do like a contour. I only use the shade Where's Walnut today as my cream contour, and it looks really pretty. It definitely gives me like a more sculpted look, whereas Oaks on You gives me like a really bronzy look. Oh my god, I'm wearing white and that almost touched my white shirt. We're just gonna put the cap back on that. These are super nice, they're super buildable, and I find that they're really easy to blend. These are definitely like beginner friendly cream contour sticks from the drugstore. They're also super cheap. I can't remember the exact price point of these. Probably around like $5 though if I had to guess. I know I'm shitty, I probably should just know the price of these, but I would guess they're like around $5. I mean, it's Wet n Wild. They're one of the most cheapest brands at the drugstore, so you can't go wrong. But yeah, really love these. I am going to be filming a how-to cream contour and highlight video here real soon. It's one of the videos I tried filming today that just didn't work out that well. All of these, they are my top 10 like drugstore must-have. Like if I'm going to the drugstore, or if you're going to the drugstore and you're like, hey, I'm picking up drugstore makeup, what is something that like I need to have, I would seriously like tell you like these contour sticks. So good. They do have like concealer and highlight and blush in these as well. I don't care for the highlight sticks. I think they're kind of cakey looking on the skin, honestly. I do like their liquid highlight that's like on the doe foot. It's not like in my top 10 favorites, but it's one of my favorites from the drugstore. I prefer the contour cream sticks over the blush and highlight and concealer any day. Like these are just bomb. Now we're going to talk about something I use to blend out my foundation, concealer, and cream contour. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge that they have. They have this one, and then they have like a really big version of this one, and they have like a diamond one. They have a bunch of different things. I prefer just a standard Real Techniques sponge that has like a slant and a little, you know, to get like your concealer. Anywho, I prefer this one over the other ones. I actually haven't tried the Face and Body one that's like huge. I've seen Casey Holmes talk about it, but I haven't tried it yet. I want to get my hands on it, but I can't find it anywhere. Anywho. Hi, Ink. What are you doing back there? What are you doing back there, pretty boy? Hi. You wanna sit in Mama's lap? Here. Come here. Okay, bye. This is just my favorite sponge of all time. I even tried like the original Beauty Blender that's like $20, and I can't stand that beauty sponge at all. Like usually I'm not too picky with my beauty sponges, but that one I don't like. It's way too small, it's way too squishy. Like I don't feel like it's actually like blending my foundation. Like I feel like it takes me like a million times longer to blend that foundation with the regular Beauty Blender than like this thing. This does have a bit more stiffness to it, which I actually prefer. Like it's not hard as a rock, like it's actually like just, it's a good amount of like stiffness to softness ratio. Like it's stiff enough to where it will blend your foundation out and not take a million years, but it's still soft to where you don't feel like you're being a rock against your face, you know? Like it's just, it's perfect. I love this sponge. I know it's hit or miss for a lot of people because I've heard a lot of people like say they don't like it. I personally freaking love this sponge. It's one of my favorites. Like I have purchased a sponge. I probably own like over 20 of these in my lifetime because I just always repurchase this particular sponge. And it looks disgusting because I literally used it before I sat down and filmed. I'm out of caffeine. Should I grab the bottle of wine now? Alright, now let's get into powder products. I only have 2 powder products I want to talk about from the drugstore. The first one is the Milani Baked Bronzer. I have this on actually today over my cream contour just to give me more of a bronze kind of glowy look. I love this bronzer so much. I seriously use it every single day. Like it's replaced my Urban Decay Beach Bronzer, which I freaking love that one so much too. But that one's like $30, $35. This one's like $8 or $9. And it comes with like a little mirror too, which is nifty. At one point this bronzer had like a hump over it, like it was like baked, like a baked product. It had like a good hump over it. But now it's getting like pretty flat. Like it still has a bit of a hump to it, but it's getting really flat. Like I'm probably gonna have to repurchase this here in the next like probably 2 or 3 months if I use this every single day like I have been. The most beautiful bronzer in the entire world. Like let me swatch it for you. Did I even say the name of this? This is Milani Baked Bronzer. It does have like a bit of sparkle to it when you look at it in the pan. But when you blend it out onto your skin, that kind of goes away, and it more or less just gives your skin like a sheen and like an overall like glowy, just beautiful beached bronze goddess kind of vibe, and I fucking love it so much. And I just, it's seriously so beautiful. Like that looks really crappy on the back of my hand, but it blends out so smoothly. It doesn't look patchy. It looks so nice, and I feel like I can never go overboard with this bronzer. Like, you know, some bronzers, if you put a little too much on, you look super orange, super just Snooky 2009, you know, not cute. This one I feel like I could put on forever and it will never look too orange, never look too bronze, never look too just not right. So yeah, love this for a good sheeny natural looking bronzer. If you like matte bronzers, this probably won't be the one for you, but trust me when I say it's not full of sparkles and like glitter on your face, because I do not like glitter on my face. I am not that kind of person. I hate glittery like bronzers and blushes. I like sheeny and glowy products, and I just feel like this is definitely more of a sheeny, glowy kind of product. And I have only purchased this one time, but I could just tell you right now I'm going to probably have to repurchase this very shortly. Next powder product I have, this is again I've only purchased once, but I use it so often and I have to mention it because it's like the best bang for your buck kind of item that's ever existed. This is the Makeup Revolution and Soph X highlighter palette. You get like 8 highlighters, and I believe this was $10? I am so sorry. I should have looked at the prices before this. I will try to leave a link for everything down below, as well as the price of everything down below, just because I am the worst and I didn't look it up before filming this video. But yes, these highlighters are just so beautiful. You get different kind of finishes. Like you get a more like extreme highlight and a more like everyday kind of highlight, and you get different, you know, colors and just variety on different skin tones, and they're literally so pretty. I have it on my cheeks today. I mixed actually these 2 shades together, and just they're so freaking pretty. They give you a nice highlight without looking cakey, without looking crepey on the skin. They just give your skin a nice, beautiful, like just flawless glow. Several different shades, so again, this will work on a variety of different skin tones. It's just beautiful. Like, and I use this white shade to highlight my inner corner sometimes, and it's just so blinding. Like, oh, just can't get enough of it. You do get 2 funky colors down here, which I don't really use, but you know, if you're someone that maybe sometimes uses funky highlighters, it'd be kind of nice to have and add to your collection. Again, this is like $10, maybe $15. I'm not 100% certain. It's a good like bang for your buck item. Like I had to mention it because I literally use it all the freaking time because they're beautiful highlighters. And if they were to ever discontinue this or any of the products I'm mentioning here, I would have a full-on mental breakdown because I I can't live without these products, guys. I just can't. Okay, I have 2 lip products I want to talk about real quick. I'm gonna start with this like lip oil kind of thing. This is the Ulta Beauty juice infused lip oil. I actually don't know if they still sell this. I got it in like a big Ulta kit thing my grandma got me for Christmas, I think last year or the year before. Not too sure, but this is in there, and all the products in there I kind of really just didn't care for. But this particular product I thought was so good. It actually took me a while to discover how good this product was, because for a while I kind of saw it and I was like, that looks weird, I'm not gonna use it. And then one day my lips were super dry and I was like, I need something to moisturize these lips, and chapstick ain't cutting it. And I saw this product in my little lip bin thing that I have, and I was like, you know, maybe that's good. So good, so good. Like, let me just, for one, smells and tastes juicy, like fruit juice, which is so amazing. I literally use this almost every night before bed now, because I will wake up with the most hydrated and just luscious looking lips. I'm just like, thank God for the Ulta Beauty lip oil. And this can't be that expensive either. I don't know how much it is, but Ulta Beauty products are not that expensive. They're very cost efficient and low price. But again, I will leave everything linked down below because I'm the worst YouTuber and didn't look it up beforehand. I'm sorry. You just see, like, that made my lips look so much more juicy, and actually does hydrate your lips. Like, some products just give you kind of a glossy look and then don't hydrate. This does hydrate your lips. Your lips will feel so much better when you wake up in the morning after putting on overnight, or even just putting on for the day. Throughout the day, your lips are going to feel so much better. I just can't say enough good things about this product. It's amazing, and it's so underrated. I've heard nobody ever talk about this product, but it's so good, and it's in my top 10 drugstore must-have. So, like, you have to understand, like, that means it's really good. I have so many drugstore products, and this beat all of them. Another lip product I have, this was what I was wearing before I put the lip oil on. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. I actually have several of these, but this one's like my favorite shade of all of them. It's like a nice pinky kind of nudie color. These butter glosses are seriously so good. Everyone and their mother raves about them, but all for good reasons, because they're such nice glosses. Like, they're pigmented without being too pigmented, and they aren't goopy and sticky, and they won't like do that weird like line thing that some glosses do. They're just so nice. They last for a while. I mean, glosses don't last that long in general, but these last, you know, a decent amount of time before you have to reapply them, and it's just so, my hand and face do not match. But these glosses are just beautiful looking. It's what I had on my lips before, like the first half of this video before I put that lip oil on, and it's just such a pretty gloss. I have this one, I have like a more brownie one, I have like this bright like strawberry looking one. All are phenomenal, all are amazing. I use these quite often too. I usually carry them around in my purse. This one and like my Dose of Colors Can You Not gloss, I carry in my purse all the freaking time, and they're phenomenal. Last but not least, the best setting spray that's ever existed, and it's really like $10 from the drugstore. I know this looks like completely full and like it's brand new. That's because it is, because I just repurchased the setting spray earlier this morning, because it's seriously the best setting spray of all freaking time. Like, it outbeats Urban Decay All Nighter, outbeats my Gerard Cosmetics setting spray, which I love, but this one is just so much better and so much cheaper. I just can't say enough good things about this product. I have literally probably repurchased this at least 10 different times. I love the smell of this. It smells like perfumey without being like too perfumey. Like, it's a good amount of perfumey, and it's not like irritating on the skin. I love the mister on it because it doesn't like soak your skin, like saturate your skin, make your skin feel like wet the way some setting sprays do, and it doesn't like squirt you in the face, and it doesn't like spray in your face and hit you in like the wrong way and make it feel really wet in some areas and then not spray in other areas the way some setting sprays do. It's just a nice setting spray. Overall, gives you just a nice look. Overall, just sprays your face so evenly, and it smells nice, and it literally makes your makeup last all freaking day, which is like the most important part of the setting spray. But no, this is seriously like the best. My makeup lasts all day long with this. I never believed in setting sprays until I bought this one. Like, I had tried different ones from like, I think like Maybelline, and I think Wet n Wild, I had one at one point, or they probably still do. And I tried those and those were fine, but I just didn't really feel like they did much. This one, I noticed my makeup looks so much better when I put this one on. It's seriously the best. I can't say enough good things about it. It's amazing, and like $10, and I know it's overrated and everyone else talks about it too, but it's bomb, and that's why it's in my top 10. I think I just finished a video today, like from start to finish. Like, I finished a whole video. Who even knew that was possible anymore, honestly? Like, I'm just so proud of myself. Like, go me. That was so weird. Like, I shouldn't have done that. Ah! Anywho, So yeah guys, that was it for today's video. That was my top 10 must-haves from the drugstore. The best of the best, things I repurchase time and time again, things I use on a daily basis, things I've used here multiple times on my channel before. Let me know some of your guys' like favorite all-time drugstore products down below. I want to do a video like trying a bunch of new drugstore stuff that I haven't personally used before. So let me know your like all-time must-have drugstore products that maybe I didn't mention in this video, or you've never seen me use before, or just things you just think are worth mentioning. These suggestions down below, I will look at them. I will probably buy them because I cannot help myself when it comes to makeup. I buy anything and everything I see pretty much. Also, let me know some of these products are in your top favorites as well. It's always interesting to know if you guys like the same products as I do. Also, let me know if you want to see more like in-depth detailed videos about like certain like products on drugstore. Like if you want to see my top like 10 favorite drugstore foundations, or my top 10 favorite drugstore lip glosses, or maybe even like just top 5. Let me know because I can do that video as well. I was gonna do that one today about foundations, but I only had like 4 that were like that I really liked, and only 3 that were like my top favorites of all time. So I just didn't feel like doing that one because only 4 foundations isn't that much to talk about. Maybe 5 is better. I don't know. You know, if you want to see like the best drugstore foundations of all time, or like the best eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore of all time, or like the best I don't know, concealers. Let me know if that's something that would interest you. I could do like a little series of that kind of sort, like best this from the drugstore, best that from the drugstore. Let me know. If you made it here all the way to the end, you're a saint, and you should just give me a big thumbs up while you're, you know, already still hanging out on this video. But yeah, leave suggestions for me down below, and I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.